hotel over to the right. Looks like it's getting a good bit of work there, but even the workmen have to socially distance. As you can see them one on each floor. Here we are. Take number 4. Okay, so maybe this will be the one that I am going to keep, because I've tried now 4 different times to get a video. Now I have to stop and say quickly, I have been inspired by a fellow YouTuber. His name Dom Bauer from Edinburgh, Scotland. So, did I say that right? Edinburgh, Scotland. Okay. And he made a video on the 29th of January. That's today, about 11 o'clock his time. And he just did a little drive video, a little travel drive around video in Edinburgh, to just kind of show and kind of chronicle what that city looks like in the midst of a coronavirus lockdown or shutdown. Now, we just had here in California, now technically I'm in Nevada right now, just crossed the state line. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow, that's Mount Rose. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow. So anyway, so he was chronicling what the city looks like in Edinburgh there with the lockdown. And here in California, we've had a lockdown for the last several months, a couple months actually, and it was just lifted about a week ago. However, we're still in what's called the purple tier. You know, the color purple tier. And so if you're in the purple tier, you shed lots of tears, because it means you really can't go anywhere or do anything. So essentially, it's sort of like you're on the honor system of lockdown. There's no indoor dining, and a lot of the non-essential things are shut down. So you're basically kind of self-restricting yourself from going and doing things and, you know, that type of thing. So the other reason why I'm making this video is because, as you can probably see, we have had a huge winter storm in the last 48 hours. We were kind of looking like we were starting to shed most of the snow that we had gotten around Christmas time. Still had a few patches, but for the most part, there was it wasn't like this 48 hours ago. And so they said that there was a blizzard coming, and sure enough, it looks like we got a really good dumping of snow up here in Lake Tahoe. So, inspired by Dom's video, I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if I can get out there and get the old GoPro and see if I can get on the road there and see if I can recapture some of this beautiful, beautiful video up here in Tahoe. So technically, I was going to show you my little hometown of Tahoe City, but I just drove through there and I found out that I really wasn't, well, maybe I was able to capture a few things. We'll have to wait and see. I'll have to see what the camera captured. It's on my right there. Now, I just came through here not too long ago, about maybe an hour ago, and I can see that the traffic, the vacationers are here. So I'm going to try to navigate around the vacationers. So this is downtown Tahoe City, and as you can see, we got snowed in quite a bit. There's our Ace Hardware store, my favorite store in Tahoe City. And I guess these people here, this is Highway 28, which I think I said earlier, and it looks like even though people are supposedly supposed to be kind of self-quarantining, they decided that they're going to quarantine up in the mountains. So here we are in downtown beautiful Tahoe City. Lake Tahoe is off to your right, and we'll see more of that in a little bit here. But I thought I'd just take you through downtown Tahoe City. Don't blink because you're probably going to miss it. We have like one stoplight downtown, and I think we've already passed that. So mostly we have in Tahoe City, mostly restaurants, very, very nice restaurants when they're open. We do have some doctors and dentists along here. My dentist is up here. We have, novelty shops. We have some realty shops. So if you're interested in buying property up here in the mountains, in Tahoe City, you can stop off and buy a couple $1 million estate for no problem at all. Got a movie theater, a little movie theater. Let's see, we've got, again, lots of snow shops that sell, snow equipment, snowboards, skis, things of that nature. I'm going to go ahead and keep going. I should have stopped, but I didn't see them in time, and don't like to make abrupt stops. And unfortunately, they were being patient, so I think it's all okay. Also have some grocery stores. We have one that we just passed down the other end of the town, and then we're almost now on the eastern side of the town, and it's a Safeway over here. But now with these huge snow berms, you can't really see. So there you have it. So and then there's a CVS drugstore, pharmacy, and now we are leaving Tahoe City. I've had nothing but little problems. It keeps running out of scan discs, or what was the other thing? Battery. And now this time it's I forgot to turn it on. That's right, I forgot to turn on the recording. So all those things have a direct impact on your videography there. Now we're going to come back here in just a minute. I'm going to drive up here, probably get up here to this Mount Rose, which is not that far away, and then we'll swing back around and we will come back down, and you'll see a beautiful, beautiful panorama of Lake Tahoe. So that's what I thought I would do, and say, well, old Dom was driving around Edinburgh, and so I thought, why not take my GoPro out and see what I can capture. And this is what we're seeing. Okay, that's 8,000 feet elevation. You know, we're up a little ways. So you're just about in the highlands. So this is Mount Rose. And I guess the reason why I'm kind of curious to get out here with the camera and see what I can see is because just like in Edinburgh, you know, you're going to be not
movie music there by Aaron.
You're supposed to be seeing lots of people, tourists, and you don't see anybody. You know, there's a few people, I guess, but for the most part, you just don't see a lot of people. I'm taking a big risk doing my windshield wiper. Oh my gosh, 27 degrees, folks. That probably froze up my windshield wiper. That's probably it for my windshield wiper. After that, the little spouts there, little spigots are probably all frozen now. So that's about as clean as my windshield's gonna get. So we're gonna get up here to Mount Rose. We're almost at the summit. I'll swing the truck around and we'll head on back down to see what Lake Tahoe looks like on this beautiful January day. You know, January 29th, it's about a little after 2 in the afternoon. And it's quite lovely up here. I've been using the medium on the new Hero 9, and I noticed that it gets awfully warm, so I don't like that. Okay, I'm hoping I can just go through. I don't know if that's gonna let me go through or not. Okay, let me see if I can just do a 3-pointer turn here. Got my lights on. Okay, there we go. A little bit of 4-wheel drive action. Okay, that's it. Okay, there we go. Misty Mountains. And I've also got the Hyper Boost 3.0. Yeah, I think it's Hyper Boost or Boost 3.0 for stabilization. So hopefully most of it will be stabilized. I noticed though that there's a little funny, at the very bottom of the video, there's a little bit of funny shake. It's weird. You have to kind of look for it, but it's there. And it's like, whoa, what's that? Everything else is rock steady, but this one little part at the bottom of the video, we'll get a little bit of a shimmer, or a shimmy, I should say. Okay, so I want to make sure I don't run over any people or dogs. But, okay, so this is great. This might even be better than the other videos. The other videos were just a little more boring, I think. Yeah. I mean, all it was is just, I mean, it's beautiful to drive around the snow, but when that's all you're looking at is snow and you're not seeing anything else, it's kind of a little bit, gets a little monotonous, I guess. Hey, there. Okay, look at this guy. He's I don't know if he's a mountain patrol guy or whatever, mountain rescue. But there are times where it has different casts to it. Some days the lake kind of has a grayish blue, almost kind of a gun metal steel look to it, the way the light hits it. And then there's this one phenomenon that I just don't know what it is. And the best way I can describe it is that you'll see the blue lake, but then there'll be like these lily pads of clear, and it's not ice because it's not wintertime. I noticed it during the fall and the late summer, but it looks like to me like huge contact lenses floating on the blue lake. So if you can image that, that's one of the things that I find really fascinating about the lake. So, but anyway, so yeah, any minute here, any second now almost, we're gonna come up on this beautiful vista of Lake Tahoe. So here we are, and look at all this beautiful, beautiful snow-covered trees. Yeah, they're just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, all right, get ready, folks. This is the beauty shot right here, coming around the mountain. Yep, and there it is. There it is. Unfortunately, it is kind of obscured by the trees, but that's Lake Tahoe there. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Wow. Wow. Okay. A lot of mist on the water too. Wow. So, but as you can see, it's a really lovely place to live. I've been here a little over 2 years now. Well, almost 2 years, I should say. In July, it'll be 2 full years. Secretly, I was coming up here about 3 years ago, kind of scoping the place out, just kind of seeing what it was like, especially in the wintertime. You know, I was wondering, well, could I navigate, you know, and operate, you know, my life and, you know, in a higher elevation, and especially in wintertime. And so it just turned out that I was able to get this assignment up here. I put in for it, and I was able to get this assignment at Corpus Christi Catholic Church, and I'm just really, really, really grateful. Yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll share with you one other thing, those of you who are watching, and then I'm going to probably bring this video to a close, and simply just say that, you know, living up here, yes, it is beautiful, and you have to make sure that in some ways, hey folks, you kind of try to, well, appreciate it for what it is. And sometimes, though, because it is challenging and sometimes a bit difficult to live up here, and all, you know, the thing is that you have to not let some of the times the difficulties bring you down. And it's kind of sad, because sometimes, you know, we all get kind of consumed with our day-to-day problems and all the things that we're trying to, you know, negotiate through in our lives, and sometimes we get a little myopic, and all we do is we look at the bad things, and we don't see the good things. We don't see the beauty that is surrounding us. And that's one of the things that, you know, as I was driving up here, moving up here, and I was going, wow, I can't believe I'm going to live up here. There was a little voice that said, and don't ever forget how beautiful it is, you know, because again, sometimes you can forget and you don't appreciate what you have. And so that's one of my little philosophical lessons that I think I can share with you all today, is as I make this video on the 29th of January at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2-ish, you know, 2:30, you know. You know, it's just always nice to recognize the beautiful parts of life that we do all, I think we do all have. Here's another beautiful money shot of the lake. You can kind of see that. It's really pretty, glistening, sparkling. Yep, it's a beautiful, beautiful time to drive, I think, you know. I'm gonna really enjoy looking at the GoPro footage and just see what I've got here. So I'm hoping that this turns out really well. Okay, so I'm heading back down into Tahoe City from Mount Rose, and this has just been a little drive around Lake Tahoe, and hopefully you have been able to accompany me and you've been able to enjoy my little travel vlog. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.